I don't think so.
Alright then. We don't have a war cry yet.
No, it's yeet.
Yeet.
Yeet. But it gets increasingly higher in pitch.
And more aggressive.
It was so nice to hear Chico's voice just.
I was trying so hard to get it right though, because actually it had been quite a while since I've done Chicno's voice.
That's the
Alright.
real reason you killed him off.
I was slipping. I was losing it, baby. Alright.
Oh, do you know the fucking Tusken Raiders from Star Wars? It's that, but we eat.
Who are the Tusken Raiders?
The Sand People.
Oh god, oh my god, yeah.
We just go. It's that, but eat. Shaking the fucking weapon we have.
Alright. Perfect. So I think we're live and running. Hopefully. No problems. Nice. I was afraid my computer was gonna blow up because I was downloading the freaking big brain, come on, Cyberpunk last night for 16 hours. Oh god. I woke up at 5 a.m. and checked my computer, and it was it finished downloading at 5 a.m. and I fell asleep, and all my dreams were Cyberpunk then after that.
Then it burst into flames.
Still haven't gotten around to playing it, but right, so you guys so far have been descending Lilith's tower. And just before we start, I guess, before I do a whole recap, I'll get each of you to give a little introduction, I guess. So, starting with yourself, Moss and Ebic.
Hello, my name is Moss. I play Ebic, who is the dwarf barbarian fighter, and he's now currently carrying Zavion like Baby Yoda on his back.
Amazing. Beautiful. And he's kind of like the master yeeter as well, I guess.
Yeah. My weapon is actually called the Yeeter.
The yeeter. Oh my god, you've named it now. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was in the Yeeter for last When did we start Yeet a thing? It was like the session after we started it as a thing.
Yeah, it's like only the second episode in. You're already yeeting heads like in the first game. Okay, perfect. And then Marcus, do you want to introduce yourself and Diego?
Hello, my name is Marcus. I play Diego, the flying Aarakocra luchador with a death wish, who is currently kind of serving the god of death, but like, I don't know.
We're like, whatever.
Yeah, it's got like a kind of friends with benefits relationship with the god of death thing.
Nice.
Nothing solid.
Perfect. So then we have Cedric, and played by Cathal. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Kyle. I play Cedric, the Gold Dragonborn, also known as Gold Chief. And I tend to just throw fireballs around the place.
Like last week, we'll get to that in just a moment. But yeah, totally incinerated the whole place. And then Craig, do you want to introduce yourself and Joe?
I'm Greg. I'm playing Joe. He's artificer that loves animals.
Solid. Specifically dinosaurs. Alright. Perfect. And I'm Gabriel Galway. I'm the DM. I play all the other characters. So far in the group, I'm playing Brian, an old turtle wizard, helping these boys get down this tower. And Burr, I'm Burr. I like to also yeet heads. And Zavion, who's currently a sheep. He's an Eladrin mage, very powerful Eladrin mage, but he's been cursed to transform into a sheep from time to time. For most of the time. So last time, guys, we were playing, you guys woke up in this big orb of vines, and then you took out this, I'd say like 15 to 20 foot tall stone giant, which you just obliterated in seconds, literally.
Yeah, we Beybladed it.
You Beybladed it to bits. And then continued to descend. You found Lilith's bedroom on the top floor, which you had some investigating, and Diego drank pee.
Good times.
I actually kind of forgot that, yeah.
And then continued on down. Yeah, it was kind of everything was kind of over. You didn't swallow. True. Okay, fair enough. You didn't. He just kind of did a like a wine tasting.
Swirl it around his mouth. This tastes like piss.
Oh wait. And then you guys continued descending. You got to the next floor below, which was like a bathhouse, which you're currently in, and it was completely smothered in Kuatoa, which you guys fought for the majority of the last game. Then there's just so many of them that wouldn't die, refused to die, but you did take out the majority of them, and a couple of others fled, but you're not sure really where they've gone. Most of them, though, have been completely destroyed, squashed, just totally eviscerated. And we left off with you guys noticing. Joe also was he was in a heavy bondage situation for quite some time in the last game. Almost died a few times. And as you kind of were thrown off the edge for a second, you guys all kind of noticed just on this floor below, there was a female figure with what looked like thick green dreadlocks tied up in a bun at the top of her head, and she was in this green maid's outfit. Cold grey eyes looked up at you, Joe, which you managed to shrug away, and you felt your body seize up for a moment. And you also realized that her hair seemed to be made out of snakes. And so, not taking any precautions, yourself, Cedric, threw 4 fireballs, I think, down there onto the floor below.
Yes, I believe so.
One was a 4th level fireball.
Yes, 3 third levels and a 4th level.
Yeah, so you completely torched the place, and we left it there last week, and we said we'd find out what's down there, and if anything down there is still alive this week. So,
what did I do? Like 100 and something damage?
Yeah, you did 100 and I think it's 101. Wait, I wrote it down here on my piece of paper. Where's my notebook? Yeah, hold up. I'll just get my book here. Yeah, I think it was 101 damage. I have the health written down anyway. If it's 0 or what. I have it all. Okay. Yeah, you did a butt ton of damage. For sure.
I'll accept a butt ton.
So, hop back in.
Yeah. I think after that, Cedric is going to collapse onto the floor and just kind of sit there, exhausted.
So this whole room as well is filled with like a really thick steam from the hot water all around you, and it does actually begin to relax your bones, and you kind of recover a little faster than you probably should. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Someone should check if that thing is still moving.
Yeah. Can I like roll, or like can I do a nature and arcana check to know if, because like we saw it turn one of the Kuatoa to stone.
Yeah.
Can I see if I know if that ability works through reflections?
Yeah, give me an arcana check.
Oh boy. My amazing arcana. Oh, a nat 20. Okay.
Oh shit, alright. There are many tales of people who have fought Gorgons, and in this world they're known as Medusa, 2 separate creatures. Gorgons rely on petrifying their foes with a green gas which they exhale. And also there's 2 types of Gorgons. There are biological Gorgons, and there are also automaton Gorgons. Both fight in similar ways. But you know then that Medusa rely on a visual sort of magic to paralyze their foes, to petrify their foes. And in many old tales that your dad would have read to you, a lot of these clever heroes would have used reflections to reflect the image of the Medusa back at themselves to turn them to stone.
Okay. Interesting. I'll relay that information to everyone, and yeah, I'll start polishing the head of my glaive.
Oh, nice one. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Give me just a dexterity check. A sleight of hand check, actually. Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, that would be, where's my sleight of hand? I think it's the same, 13.
Okay. 13. Okay, so yeah, you get a nice kind of polish on there. I mean, it's already a beautiful blade as well, and with the kind of lovely water that you have here and a nice rag, you really polish it up nicely. Perfect. So what were you saying then? You wanted to do after that, after you've polished up, or what does everyone else want to do currently?
I'll do the same polishing up.
Okay, perfect. So give me a sleight of hand as well. See how well you polish this thing.
Sleight of hand is a +2. What?
Nice.
Yeah, fair enough.
An unnatural 20.
Sweet, yeah, absolutely. Like, even though there's loads of grooves and everything else in this blade, because it's this mechanical masterpiece, you do manage to make the thing just gleam. And the whole thing is coated in blood right now, and dried blood and everything else. You haven't given it like a proper clean in a while, but you do scrub off everything, and it just gleams perfectly now. In whatever light source comes from this room, it's strange. It's hard to tell. It seems almost like the vines themselves give off emit like a light of some sort.
Oh, I will kind of rip off a piece of my pants and throw it over Xavion's eyes.
Oh, nice!
So he doesn't get petrified by accident.
Perfect.
That'll be rough.
Yeah, that'd be pretty rough. Perfect, nice one.
Way to lose the Avion.
You would notice as well, just to say, after you chuck down all those fireballs, the whole place, the whole layer below you guys now is just emitting tons of this black smoke. The whole place is filled with this thick smoke. Sorry, what were you saying there, Cedric?
While they're all like polishing their blades and stuff, can I ritual cast identify on the locket that I found?
Absolutely. Yeah. So within those 10 minutes, you cast your spell, and looking into this, it seems to be a necklace that is. It protects a corpse from ever rotting. If you put it on a body, that body will never rot away.
Interesting.
Ooh, that'd be potentially handy.
Diego, maybe you should just like wear this.
Yeah, wouldn't be a bad shout. Would not become more immortal than I already am. Good idea.
Interesting.
We could just take a short rest, or do we think that's wise, or do we need to check if...
I think we should check if that thing is still alive, and if it is, we should kill it and then rest. But if it isn't, we should just rest.
Yeah.
How should we check though? Because we can't use reflections. Do we have a familiar or a...
I have an unseen servant, I guess.
Can you see through it?
Cannot see. No.
Okay. Could I actually search some of the Kuatoa bodies? Probably specifically the big wizard by
Absolutely.
Epic, and maybe the nearly immortal one that I
yeah, absolutely. Give me an investigation check for that then.
Investigation. That is 11.
11. So on those couple of ones that were going around, that you squashed the head in and everything else, you do find 2 of these pincer staffs, which they use to grapple you guys. The wizard themselves, they have a strange scepter. They kind of dropped it when they were eviscerated. Over in the bottom corner, you find it. It has this large yellow orb, almost kind of looks like a really bright yellow amber at the top, and then around the base of it are these kind of look like white flower petals. But the top of the staff heavily resembles an egg.
Oh.
Oh, maybe it casts that egg spell.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I'll,
someone's a giant bunny.
I'll turn to the resident wizards and artificers and offer the staff and just be like, "This isn't much use to me. Maybe you'll make some use of it if anyone wants it."
Joe, do you want to have a look, or am I good to take it?
I'll take a look.
Alright. Perfect. So you have now this egg staff.
Staff of egg.
Staff of egg. So as you hold it as well, it does glow slightly with this yellow light, and has this beautifully polished red wood handle.
Does it look expensive?
It looks pretty expensive. The orb, especially even on the top, the orb is definitely magical. You can tell straight off. The whole staff itself is magical, but it could definitely sell for a good price.
It was perception I was rolling, was it?
Oh, to figure out kind of what it is. What are you looking for exactly?
Could I just ritual cast identify just to make it easy?
Yeah, absolutely. You can, 100%. Looking at the staff, there's this strange magic to it. At first, you're kind of taken aback. The magic itself, it's not like anything you've seen before. It's this incomprehensible madness. It's this concoction of so many different spells. It's just utter chaos, whatever's inside this staff. But you do know that it has a set amount of charges. You can pick out that there's about 4 charges in the staff, and you can spend 2 of them to cast Spirit Guardians, and you can also spend 1 of them to cast Shield of Faith.
Ooh.
And also, for every charge that is still in it, when you hit someone with this, it's also a staff that can be used for melee attacks. It does a 1d6 plus your strength modifier. It's pretty heavy, this staff, and it does bludgeoning damage, and it'll also do an extra d6 lightning damage for every charge still in the staff.
D6 plus a D6 for every
charge still in it, and there's 4 in total. And it recharges if you leave it in the sunlight, and it sees the light of a sunrise.
Interesting.
Yeah, the most thing that would catch your attention the most is this. It keeps almost changing. You can't quite get a grasp on what type of school of magic this thing it is. It's just absolute gibberish.
The best kind of magic.
Yeah, that's what you find.
Okay. I'm going to look. Well, I don't want to look in the hole. But I do want to look in the hole.
Yeah. It's risky. Like, how else could we, like, confirm it?
Are Medusas inherently magic?
Give me a history check.
Craig, what do you need to change your infusions?
I got an 18.
Short rest or long rest?
Because you can... Isn't like an eye you can make that you can pop out and use to see through?
I think so.
Just
I'll check what level that's at.
for yourself, for Cedric, you would know that a lot of Medusa. It is quite rare that a Medusa can learn and study magic, but they can, just like any other race in Gostar. Medusas also can learn magic, but they're not they're not associated with it in any way. In any way.
My plan was to just cast detect magic and see if there was something down there that was magic.
Oh, I gotcha. It's a good question.
That's
Give
it,
me
just
a
like,
yeah. Give me an
as a
Arcana check as well.
two of my best stats. That's a natural 20 plus 5.
Shit. All right. Very specifically, they do have a. They have their eyes. Their eyes are magic items. They're also sold in the black markets. Medusa eyes will still work even if the Medusa is dead. And they give off a transmutation magic.
And the hole is it's still full of black stuff.
Yeah. It's starting to burn off a little bit, but it is still pretty crispy and smoky in there. I mean, you sent a lot of fire.
I will just cast detect magic and like quickly scan over the hole to see if I can see that little bit of magic.
Okay.
And if it's moving.
Yeah. You know. Give me. Actually, you know what? Give me a perception check. Just for the to see if it's moving or not. I know that you can't just to see how much movement or if there is any movement.
19.
19. Okay. There is a slight shake to them. They're in one spot, pretty close to just below Brian, more or less, just a little between Brian and Burr. That space just below you, you can sense them, and they are shaking this tiny little bit, but they're trying to stay still.
There's movement.
Shit.
I am going to be pretty useless until we take a bit of a rest. And by a bit, I mean quite a long rest. So, this is up to you boys. If we give it a long rest, it'll regain all its points, making my fireballs useless. So I think now is our best bet to just kind of...
I mean, I'm pretty much out of key. But that's just a short rest away. But if I can't see it, it's not going to be much use. If I can't look at it.
Good to strike whenever.
I'd say I'll go for a rest.
Well, we've been here for what, like 2 ritual casts, 10 minutes, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
In the relaxing steam.
You know, with the steam as well, with the kind of how relaxing this thing is, it's usually an hour, isn't it, for a short rest? Or is it
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Am I right saying that?
I think.
Yeah, just double check. But because of the steam itself, I say it only takes maybe half an hour, half the time for you to take a short rest. So you only need to spend about 10 more minutes here.
Yeah. I think we just spend the 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Strike hard, strike fast.
Okay.
Alright.
Diego just uses Epic as a dive bomb and
Eat the dwarf.
What's actually, just out of curiosity, what is everyone's passive perception?
19.
19. Holy shit! All right.
12.
13.
12.
Okay. What did you say for Diego? Actually, I missed that.
13. Sorry.
13. Cool. All right. As you do take these 10 minutes, Joe, you would start to hear a rustling down below, just like very faint footsteps just down below as someone's approaching the lip of this hole just below you.
I'll sit up and turn on my armor.
Okay. The armor starts humming, snaps around your body.
This is
I'll go to take a look at who's coming up.
Okay, give me a perception check with a disadvantage.
19.
19. Okay, you do see the shadow amongst the smoke and everything else that's down there. You're starting to see that same figure before now starting to descend and slide over the edge of the layer below you, and she is now she's kind of hanging from it, and she looks up at you. Can you make me a
Oh no.
Constitution saving throw?
16.
Why did that turn off?
What did you get, sorry?
16.
16? Okay, you're fine. Your body seizes up for a slight moment, and just the area just below your eyes, your kind of bottom eyelids, get coated in a thin layer of clay, that kind of just dry clay that just crumbles away. She looks up at you for a second, then just kind of hisses. The snakes on the back of her head also hiss, and she drops down to the next layer below.
I thought you said kisses.
Oh.
Alright.
They tried their best.
And yeah, she's gone.
Oh.
Oh.
Swings into the layer below this one.
Okay. Will we take a long rest off now that we've got a layer between us? Or what are we feeling? Or should we just go down?
Well, I can heal up, and then
I'm pretty much at full now. I'm just thinking of the spellcasters.
I'm not going to be super... I have things I can do, but I won't be super useful if we get into a big fight.
Okay. I mean, I'm easy.
Yeah.
We could just go check out the room you nuked.
I'm okay with going down. I can still do some stuff. And if not, I can stay out of combat long enough to not die.
Cool.
Alright, so you guys descending into the next layer?
Yep.
Alright, so with the use of your rope and everything else, you tie it to some of the other vines and descend down into the next layer below this. And you find yourself not here. Wait, hold up.
This should all be on fire.
It should be on fire. I did a fire on fire image.
Oh, you liked it too.
There we go. This entire place is totally charred. You do see the remnants of bookshelves, which still have kind of cracks and embers inside them. All the vines are completely charred, but you are now seeing the kind of thick layers of charred vines on the outside are now beginning to split, and new green vines are beginning to grow from those burnt vines. The whole room is still quite thick with this smoke, but a lot of it has gone down. It is still easy enough to maneuver your way through. But yeah, these kind of scrolls, papers, everything, has left the room filled with ash as they've all burnt up. And there is a stairway as well, just below.
Is there anything in salvageable?
Give me an investigation check.
15.
Not from what you can see. Everything is pretty charred and roasted. You unfortunately can't find anything of use anyway. What you would find as well is there is a stairway at the base of here, just to mention. And
Is it going up or down?
It goes down, and also in this room, what is slightly different is there's always been kind of just an open area around the holes themselves, but this one is, most of it is covered in a wall of vines now, which you can kind of make out just around here. It's just like thick walls that reach from floor to ceiling.
Okay. So there's a little opening on one side. Okay.
Yeah. You do also get this amongst the charcoal smell and the smell of burnt vines. There is a faint smell of cooking coming from just below you guys.
Oh boy.
Cooking like something's being cooked, or like a specific.
Yeah, like food's being cooked, like a kitchen. There's no sign of the lady.
We know the Gorgon is one level down.
Yeah. So, should we rest up here, prepare for a big fight, get all our reflective stuff
Yeah.
ready? Or what are we thinking?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do shit in a fight unless I rest.
Because if it's right 5 fireballs, like.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty tough.
Yeah.
Okay. That good with everyone? Everyone agree to that?
Yep. Happy to rest.
Okay. Can I push? Is any of the furniture like semi in one piece, or is it just piles of ash?
No, a lot of the bookshelves are made of strong wood, so they are just kind of charred. They're just like totally charred wood, but they are still pretty solid.
Yeah. Okay. I'll make a little makeshift barrier on the one side of the hole.
I'll help him.
Out of that.
Perfect.
I'm gonna be pretty useless. I'm gonna talk to Brian for a bit.
So you're gonna put it here, is it?
Yeah, on the opening of the hole, just so that to make it more difficult
Gotcha.
for anything to come up. Is the opening floor to ceiling as well, or is it like a little door?
The opening is floor to ceiling, yeah.
Okay.
So you can stack them all up. That's easily done. Yeah, within that time. And you're taking 8 hours now to rest up, is it?
I suppose we better. Yeah. Oh wait, the stairs. Fuck. We'll block that off as well.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Okay, so yeah, there's tons of furniture here to use, and with the time that you're spending, you spend like an hour or so just bringing all of it around, building up these big barriers, and you're left in the dreary, smoky room, which eventually does clear after a few hours. It starts to subside slightly, but everything is still very charred and burnt. Okay. So as you're chatting to Brian, he's kind of there looking around, fumbling through kind of books. He picks up a book and the whole thing is just filled with ash. He just kind of empties it out and there's just the burnt leather cover. He turns to you, hello there, boyo. How are you doing?
Tired.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I like to take a look around. I feel like I may have overreacted a little bit.
Hey, you do you. You seem to have gotten rid of whatever threat was in here. My only fear now is and he starts rummaging around in his bag and everything, and he pulls out an iron disc that you'd recognize. Actually, you would know that he pulls out like a pocket watch, and he gives it a tap, and he kind of listens to it, and it continues to tick, and he says, "Oh, excellent. Still working. Fantastic. Okay, by the looks of it, it's about 2 a.m. We're going to spend about 8 hours here resting up, recuperating. My only fear is Lilith will be more powerful during the day. But, I mean, it's a lose-lose situation, I suppose. Not being prepared to fight her now, not being able to prepare to fight whatever is here. Hopefully we'll be okay. I get the feeling she hasn't approached us yet. Out of fear.
That bodes well for us. She doesn't seem the kind of person to fear.
Only when the sun is low. She's not as powerful as she can be. Regardless, we need to have a plan for when we do face her. Are we going to face her? Or do we run? Do you think you can manage?
It would be a lot easier if Xavion was the sheep. I'll just kind of chuckle to myself, just like trying to lighten the mood.
Yes. Yes, Xavion, do you want to not be a sheep for a moment? And the sheep kind of just is there rummaging through the vines, kind of like trying to like, we'll say Epic, you're kind of resting against the wall, and Zavion's just picking against the wall, just trying to nibble on whatever good vines are there. It kind of just turns to you and continues munching. Oh dear. Yes, I hope when the time comes, we have a little aid from that watcher.
Yes, time was what I was looking for. I suppose you know only chronomancy, right?
You know what? I've been starting to remember everything since we woke up. And I do remember, yes, that was, in fact, my profession, my friend. Was in chronomancy itself. But with age, my power, my brain is not what it used to be, and I can't remember quite what I used to remember. But, and being in that place that we were has taken a toll as well. I know a bit. I know if I just can get back to my own tower, catch up again on my studies, and I should be able to be right as rain. Let's get the old brain working again.
We have been asleep for quite some time, I guess.
Oh yes, yeah, absolutely. I was just a wee little turtle before I arrived here. I don't know, maybe 20 years old. Clearly my body. What?
What age are you now?
Oh, I've been in that place for at least, I'd say, 80 years. But,
You're a day over 80.
no, stop you. It's probably because I'm not physically. Time seems to act a little strange in that world. But you're a sweetheart, you really are. Thank you. And he kind of pulls a chair up for himself and begins to just doze off. Better prepare. Putting down.
I will also probably pull up a chair next to him.
Perfect. All right.
Pass out.
Unless, is there anything else you guys want to do currently?
I'm just reshuffling my cleric spells. Can I go stand in a corner and like not just for fun?
Sure.
I have a basilisk guy still
Yes.
in my backpack.
Uh-huh.
Can I, with my eyes closed and making sure no one is like going to come over and accidentally see it, make a blindfold in which it can sit out of like spare cloth or whatever?
Oh, so like you want to?
So if I tied it onto my face, the basilisk guy would be facing outwards, but I wouldn't.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. Give me a.
Gonna try and Medusa the Medusa.
Yeah, fight fire with fire.
Give me a sleight of
Give
hand
him
check.
Sleight of hand.
Give them a taste of thermalism.
And it's gonna fall out of it. Now halfway through the fight. Sleight of hand.
Yep.
That's a nat 1. Cool.
You're there, kind of going through bits of fabric again and again, and you keep the eyeball is still pretty slick and slippy, and it keeps just falling out of your hands. You grab it again, and you go through so much cloth. Eventually, all you have left is a pair of shorts now. And you have you still have your Pookie quill and kind of armor and everything else, but you just run out of fabric. You just you go again and again, and it just keeps slipping through. You can't get the size quite right, and you're trying to do this whole thing blind as well. Unfortunately, you just can't seem to get it right.
Okay. I'll offer the basilisk guy to anyone else who wants to try to use it. I'll just settle with a normal slimy blindfold.
Basilic's eye was a con save to pass it, wasn't it?
Double check. I think so. I think you're right, but I'll just double check. Sorry.
can I try and infuse the Basilisk's Eye into the palm of my hand through my armor? Like,
Oh, fuse it with your armor?
yeah, so like embed it in my armor.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a tinkering check. Are you doing this without looking?
If I can.
Okay, well, just roll with a disadvantage if you're not looking then.
Okay.
Just try not to look at the eye too much.
I got 23 the first time.
Okay.
And I got 35 the second time.
Okay.
So I think I pass.
Easily, yeah. It's a very simple, just make it a little bit of a hole. Is it in the palm of your hand, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. You make a perfect sphere, you get the dimensions of the eye, you have plenty of time to do this too, and it just fits very snugly in that little hole in your hand. And it's kind of, as you go, you kind of even make a little mechanism, so even when you close your hand, it kind of sinks in a little bit into the palm, and then it can pop out a little bit as well when you open
on command, basically.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So now you have one hand that shoots lightning and one hand that petrifies things.
You have an evil hand.
You're turning into a
Both hands
beholder.
can make fire.
Very scary person.
He actually kind of is turning into a beholder.
Yeah, a little bit.
Alright.
Okay. With that, you spend several hours patching yourselves up, resting up, and everything else. So, what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to stop the stream for a second. I'm going to stop sharing this because I'm just going to tweak something very quickly.
Okay. I'm just gonna go run.
Yeah, 100%. Right. So, just not to spoil anything, we'll just go here. Okay, now. Okay.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Let's go. I'm excited to see what's happening.
Let's see what?
What's happened? What he's changing? What he's done wrong?
Okay.
Suddenly feel like fireballing a room 4 times might have helped us in the long run.
You ever know?
Like burned their eyes off. So they can't see.
Well, that would have been fucking tragic.
Alrighty then. Perfect. Easy peasy. Alright, I'll pop this back on. Back to the Yeeters. And screen share again. Not that one. Oh, that one. No problem. Done.
Yeah, what would it be considered to like use the Basilisk's Eye?
An action.
Okay. Yeah. Would that count then as my extra attack, or would it be?
It would just be its
spell?
own action, I think. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Imagine getting that 2 actions. You succeed in turning
Yeah.
a thing to stone, and then you just go and wreck it with another stone.
Absolutely bonkers. It's quite a massive
Completely
eye.
fair advanced.
I'm so excited for Christmas. I've asked if I can get a bunch of D&D books. So I'm very, very excited.
Alright, I'm back.
Very nice.
Hello. All right. So you guys finish up with your rest, recover, everything else. You need to just stretch a little bit, shake out your legs, and then you hear a familiar voice.
It's the other Chuma.
Hello, boys. And you hear it echoing all around the room. I was worried there for a moment. I had myself cowering for a little while, waiting for the sun to rise. But luckily, word got to me in time that you had woken. And you were making your way down. Quite rapidly. You really hurt my friend, Lucinda. She's resting up now, though, so you don't have to worry. As for you, you won't be so lucky. With that, can I get everyone, please,
Nobody who this.
to make a Constitution saving throw, as the entire room is filled with a poisonous gas. And you see now on the roof, crawl. She's silent. She got a natural 20 on her stealth check. She is there climbing on the top of the roof. This naked green lady, pointed ears, pitch black eyes, now exhales this purple fog into the entire room.
Do I have time to puff up my cookie quills?
You would. Yeah, you can use that as a reaction for sure.
Yep. Because I got a nat 1 on my save.
Okay.
Oh, thank God I have a advantage against poison, because I also got a nat 1.
Oh, shit.
I'm actually.
But on my reroll, I got a nat 20. So.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
I'm actually going to use my inspiration on that.
Yeah, go for it.
I want to die on the first turn. Probably roll poorly. That's still not going to pass. 10, but it's not a nat fail. Anyway.
Okay.
Is this a spell? Do I have time?
Can I give him my
consider this?
inspiration?
No, I
breathing.
just didn't want to critically fail the save because I think you take double damage, don't you?
Possibly.
I'll
Sure.
take my half damage.
What were you? It's not a spell. She's just breathing on you.
Which save is this?
Constitution.
Oh,
is that failed?
Diego, I'm right there with you. I got a 10.
Okay. Burr. Not enough, Burr. Brian. Brian got it. All right, he needs it though. Doesn't really matter for Brian.
I got a 17.
17 unfortunately fails.
Can I use Flash of Genius to pass?
Yeah, you can.
17 fails.
So you pass. Ebic and Joe. I'll say with you actually have your resistance as well, do you, to poison? Ebic.
I do, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you, both the pair of you take 29 points of poison damage. The rest of you each take 58 points of poison damage.
Alright, I take half though because my cookie quills.
You do, yeah. So you take 29 as well.
Oh, thank God.
I am at negative 28 health.
Holy shit! What is your max health?
30. I was 2 points off
Oh
dying.
man! Oh dear! Oh no. Hold on, I'm just doing a little bit of maths. Oh, even Zavion's taking a bit of a battering here. Brian, he takes half damage, 29, so he is on minus 7. Burr is unconscious. Xavion the sheep is actually looking really bad, but is still standing. Yeah, and then the rest of you you're down. Cedric, Joe, and Epic. I assume you're still up, and Diego, you're still up.
Yeah.
Can everyone please roll initiative?
No. Sorry.
I don't want to. I got 22.
22. Nice one.
I got 17, even though I'm dead.
Okay, Epic.
I got 17.
Okay. What did Epic get? Are you there, Moss?
22.
Oh, 22. Cool.
A natural 20.
Nice.
So Ebba's gonna die this round.
She's 20 foot up, like on the roof at the moment. Brian's got a nat 1 on his initiative, and Burr's got Burr got a 21 on initiative. Okay. And wait, hold up. Get my nice dice for Lilith.
Oh no, she's got good dice.
She's got pretty dice. They're somewhere.
That is a lot of dice.
It is. It's like 20 sets.
Oh no.
Okay, so these are her. And
For reference, I have no potions.
oh shit.
Letting you guys know that.
Okay.
Cool. I've got 2 heals though, so I can get you and Burrow.
All right. So with that, it's your turn, Epic.
She's 20 foot up.
20 foot up.
Will. I will drink the hearty punch.
Oh, okay, perfect. So we'll say it's a bonus action just to do that.
That's
This one. So you need
I will
2 saves and
rage.
Bonus action to rage. So you can.
I'll use an action to rage.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, no problem.
Just doing steroids.
So slapping yourself, just chugging potions, you just start swelling now, and you just start to hear this. Just inside your chest is now just, and it gets rapid fast. It starts to beat faster and faster, like I said, in drums.
Looks over, sees his BFF, Burr, on the floor, just hulks out.
Alright.
I can't really do anything else, so.
Okay. Happy where you are? Want to move anywhere?
Oh, I'll move towards her.
Okay, so 1, 2.
Menacingly.
You can get right under her if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get you to make a dexterity saving throw as you do.
Can I see what I'm making the dex save against?
She is flapping her wings now, and she's trying to push you down onto the ground.
Okay. So I have advantage on dex saves when I have. Ooh, that's a bad one. So I have advantage. 15.
15, unfortunately, doesn't pass. And you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're not prone. As she flaps her wings, you are just pressed down onto the ground, slap onto the vines, and the ash just flies up all around you, as bits of wood and charcoal also just clobber you.
So I take 10, so I take 5.
5 bludgeoning damage, yeah.
Oh boy. This is not looking too good.
I'm not saying we're in trouble, but we are.
And when she does that, she is able to move her half her speed, and she flies down the hole, over you, down the hole, and says, "Come after me, boys." And she's gone.
I tried. You blew me away.
All right. Joe, you would actually wait. Hold up. No, you wouldn't actually see with the clutter that you've also you've you know what?
I also have advantage on perception.
Yeah, no, I'm just because she got a nat 20 there, but she couldn't technically make a stealth check. She just kind of burst through the vines. You would just about make out that she's just gone to she's gone down a couple of layers, and it's kind of hard to see now, but she's gone down. She's burst through this wall here where Ebic is, leaving a massive gaping hole, and she's continued down into the next room, just below you, where you can smell the cooking before.
Okay. I assume we heal everyone up,
What's that?
and then go. I assume we can heal everyone up and then go after her.
Up to you.
Are we
technically,
still in initiative?
Technically, you are. Yeah.
Okay.
So, let me see here. Actually, bear with me. Sorry. Sorry, I just actually have to do a couple of things here. Bear with me. So these. But yeah, you guys have a think about what you want to do next. So next up is it's going to be yourself, Diego. But we'll get to that.
I'm not saying we stall out until sundown, but I'm saying we stall out until sundown.
Yeah. Not a terrible idea.
Was that a good roll on her breath weapon?
You
Or
don't know.
was it a fairly average roll on her breath weapon?
Was it a thick gas? Or was
Was it a sick vape or?
was she blowing cotton?
It was
She
pretty
has
pungent.
terrible morning breath.
She'd been saving that one up a bit. But you don't know.
Gross. Okay. Will I take my turn? So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to point at Cedric. Just say, "You're not done yet," and cast.
Oh, yeah.
Healing word. So he goes back up to 7.
Okay. You're
And
conscious
then-
again, Cedric.
And then I'm going to, I guess, place my back against the kind of vine wall near the hole, and ready my attack action, probably my kinsect, that if anything comes into my line of sight, I'll slap it.
Okay. Give me a perception check for that as well.
I don't want to look at the Gorgon. I'm not looking down at the Medusa.
No problem. We can say that you can look away if you do see it.
Okay. But you still want perception, yeah?
If you are kind of looking, or if you even just want to hear, we can. It's up to yourself. Because you were saying if anything's coming up the hole, so you were just kind of preparing for anything like that.
I feel like the Medusa's probably down there. I'll just listen, and if anything comes through the hole, I'll slap it.
Okay, cool.
So perception roll is a 10.
10. You can hear a little bit of murmuring down there, but that's about all you would hear. For yourself, Cedric, as you do come to, your scales currently on half your body have gone a purple-green color. They're like, it's like this oil slick is over them. The scales themselves have just been completely dyed by this poison, that half your body is now covered in this, and scales that are purpley with this kind of green hue to it. You know, the same way like they're almost black. You know the way like a blackbird has that kind of oil slick kind of effect to it.
Yeah.
You kind of basically half your scales are now just smothered in that color. Have just changed that color, and are quite soft to touch and tender.
Upon seeing this, can I just start pouring water over them to see if it'll do anything. I have a decanter of endless water.
Sure, we'll get to you in just a second. I'm just going to roll a death save for Burr. That's a fail. I mean, not a fail, success for Burr.
Okay. There's a natural 20 for Burr. Stands up.
I'm fine. Burr is similar though, like almost his entire body is black and rotten, and the wood has that same oil slick to it. And he's gone like a jet black. However, there is one more thing here that is going to happen. What is that sound?
Is that someone rolling?
Oh, I thought it was you rolling dice. I was getting.
Lilith pops up and kills you instantly.
From below the ground around yourself, Diego, and
Yes.
what's that? What? 1, 2. Wait, is it a right? Holy crap! Okay. All right. Maybe it's not just you guys. Nope. It's gonna be the whole room. The vines all around this room shoot up and begin to tangle around all of you guys. Can you all make me strength saving throws?
Ooh,
Natural 1.
Oh no! Shit!
Either side.
Okay. So.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
You're not alone there, Carl. I also got a natural 1.
Oh no, 2 nat 1s and 2 nat 20s. See, well, Burr just automatically fails. Brian automatically fails.
Nice scoop in response. Just.
Yeah, we rolling counters.
Yeah. Looks like it.
No. Well, so Cedric and Ebic, you are both restrained. You have advantage, Ebic, because you're raging.
Oh. Oh boy.
I've decided not to be ensnared.
I'm not. I am just restrained.
Also
I
prone.
got a 19.
19. That's enough.
Also.
You're not.
Sorry, is Brian down as well?
Brian is, yeah. He's unconscious. So both Brian and Burr are entangled in these vines, completely unconscious, and the vines are beginning to bring them down into the floor. Ebic, you manage to rip off the vines. They do tangle around you, but you just swell, you flex, and they just burst off your body. Diego, you're there flying around, fluttering, just slicing through them. They don't get you at all. Joe, your armor just heats up, burns them. They all begin to ignite on your armor. But unfortunately, Cedric, just coming to, looking at your body, taking out your decanter, you're then just completely coiled up in these vines. Right. It's Avion's turn.
This would be such a clutch play if you came to.
Magic Man, do something.
We'll see now.
My boy. My precious boy.
Here we go, Xavion. Fuck you, Xavion. It's an 8 he got, so unfortunately Xavion is still a sheep on your back.
You tried, buddy. You tried.
You really did. Xavion's there. He's not restrained though, with you kind of bursting everything off as well, and him also just kind of biting through the vines and just chewing them. He's not restrained. Okay, so next in initiative is this person. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You now start to hear just by those stairs that you had put all that shit around. You're now starting to hear someone moving stuff out of the way, and just you start to hear just this creaking, just this, and so you start to hear some of the stuff that you piled up there start to collapse down the stairs. There is someone trying to break through that area.
Well, we know that's not Lilith, since Lilith's currently a dragon.
She's currently in her human form. She's just she hasn't
Oh,
turned
no.
into a dragon yet. She just kind of soared down there. She does have wings coming out of her back, and her eyes have turned yellow, and she's horned. She's horny. I was going to say.
Oh, she's horny.
Okay, we're gonna go to Epic has gone. Diego's gone. We're going to go to you, Joe. What are you doing? Are you there?
Save us, Magic Man.
Craig?
Yeah.
A lot of thinking needs to be done right now.
Yeah.
For myself. So I'm prone and restrained.
Yeah.
Can I go over to Cedric and start getting the strength on him?
Yeah, 100%. So it'll be an action to do that. Give me a strength check.
Could I like charge a firebolt to my hand to give myself an advantage?
Give me an arcana check.
21.
Yeah, absolutely. Your whole glove just starts to heat up and ignite. Obviously not on the one on the eyeball, I assume, and you do start tearing through this. Yeah, go for roll with advantage. Strength check.
First roll was 2.
Okay.
Second one was 18.
18. With that, you're kind of tugging. It's not giving at all, and then all of a sudden, the vines all ignite, and you just pull away all these charcoal vines, completely freeing Cedric.
No, I'm just prone. Cedric's having a rough run of it, guys.
Pretty rough.
All having a rough one.
Yeah, a little bit. I will say as well, the area that you're currently in is also considered rough terrain at the moment because of all the vines constantly moving, and they're now beginning to move almost like a wave.
We are descending the tower.
Okay.
Those all-
So, do you want to... I'm going to see... Actually, to move over there... You have a little bit of movement left. You have about 5 or 10 foot of movement left. You can move about 1 or 2 squares if you want to move. And you also have your bonus action. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Save us, Magic Man.
I'm trying. I don't think there's anything I could do.
It's all coming up, unfortunately.
Yeah, like what you do.
Jeez, a fair lord. Any ideas? Any thoughts?
I said there's not like you do.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. I thought you were still thinking. Right. Going then to Cedric. It's your turn. Prone on the ground. Now free of vines. What are you doing?
I'm gonna spend half my movement to stand up.
Yep. You are up.
Standing up. Start a fire.
Murder everybody.
I like Chat's idea of start a fire.
Hey, give me an intelligence check.
16.
There's what you've noticed about these vines as well in this building. It's a combination of them both being magical and being filled with so much liquid that they seem to be somewhat resistant to fire.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
And they also seem to repair themselves constantly.
I have 7 health. Lilith went up or down?
Down.
Down. There's no backing up. We have to fight here. I'm going to use a bonus action to put on my amulet.
Oh yeah, well, what amulet is that again?
The necromancy one that doesn't.
Oh yeah, okay. Cool.
Prep work.
Yeah,
Be ready
yeah.
for this. What spell is around us? Do I know? or is it just kind of?
Give me a nature check. Oh no, give me an Arcana check.
14.
Okay, you know, there's no spell. It's some innate power that Lilith has. She is the Queen of Vines, and she is simply controlling her tower.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
What's Brian's up? Is it just Burr that's down at the moment?
And Brian.
And Brian.
Yeah.
Can I go? Can I do a medicine check to try and stabilize Brian?
Go for it. Yeah.
At 22.
Nice one. Alright, so that's one success for Brian. As you're there trying to just tend to him, he also now as well has a similar it's more half his face and his arms that are burnt up by this this poison, but the black veins cover his whole body and his skin is slightly transparent and one of his eyes is oozing and he's just drooling, but you do manage to try to tend to that, bandage up some of that that arm and half his face, and he's starting to come to a little bit. He's drooling less, his eye seems to seep a little less, but he's still dying.
Ooh, that is a big oof.
I would like for Brian not to die, guys. That's all I can do.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, that's the turn. Joe, you start to hear a bit of murmuring down below as well. It's Lilith's voice talking to a few others and giving them orders. They're very brief and very short, and slightly what's the word, cryptic. And it's quite far below you, but that's about all you would make out, and it's quite a low tone, but you do notice that by the tones that she's giving, she's definitely giving orders to someone down below. And then you do hear an echo of large doors bursting open several feet below you. And Lilith curses under her breath for a slight second. She kind of clicks her tongue. And you hear her starting to descend again. Or begin to descend again. Okay, so those... Let me see. What did Ryan got? He got a natural one. Okay, so... Everyone got such high rolls here.
Except for where it mattered.
You do now start to hear her wings take off again, furniture blowing all around the place, and she descends further. That's what you do manage to make out.
But Tima just asked where Nagasintha was.
She is... you can explain if you want.
She's fine.
She's like blood soup.
She's on a farm upstate.
Yeah, we brought her to a farm upstate.
There we go. That's better. That's a better answer. Brian is going to make his saving throw. Oh, it's a 3. Okay, that's one fail for Brian. As he just coughs up a bunch of black bile from his mouth. Top of the round now, Epic. It's your turn.
I'm going to run over and try to resist Burr.
Okay. So it's going to take half speed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll say, give me an athletics check. You can roll with advantage as well because you're raging.
I still have a heal left if you want to use your action for something else.
Yeah, really good. I got a 21.
21. Okay, with that, just with your sheer determination, dodging through these vines, they start to pull at you in every angle, but eventually you do just leap across right over to Burr. landing down, kind of rolling down beside Burr. And give me a medicine check to try to stabilize Burr.
Could I do a strength check and try to fight off death?
No. Sorry. I like
16?
it. 16. That's a success. You just start just punching him, just bringing him into shape, clicking his kind of what seems like a snap neck back into position. You start twisting his arms and just start clicking him forcefully back into place. And that's 2 successes for Burr. Diego, your turn.
I will fly over to in between Burr and Brian and just point down at Burr and be like, "You are not dying here," and cast Healing Word.
Okay.
So it goes back up to 7, and then I'll start slashing at the vines.
On Burr, is it?
On Burr.
Perfect. Sorry. Tell me again what his how much health he gets?
7.
7. Okay.
Just a little heal.
Okay. So Burr then, with a gasp, just holy shit! His eyes are now one of his eyes glows like a red color instead of that normal yellow color that it usually has. It's like the fireflies themselves inside his head are damaged somewhat.
You're not dying here.
I hope not. And he begins now. He starts breaking away the vines off his own body. He's going to also rage as he does that and starts swelling size. Fuck, Burr, he got a 2 and a 4 in his roll, and he's there just pulling the vines, just getting angrier and angrier, starting to swell, and they start to press against his chest, but he still can't get out. He's like, "Get me out! I want to kill this woman."
Can I use my Can I start slashing at the vines with my action?
Healing Word's actually, yeah. Give me a strength check as well.
Yeah, strength check. 9.
Unfortunately, as you're just hacking there, he's flailing about, making it kind of quite tricky as well, and he's just getting angrier and angrier. One of his eyes just keeps glowing this brighter red color, and now these spirits start to appear all around him. They start to burst out from the top of his head and his chest, and these spectral wildlings start to surround you guys, all preparing their weapons. I will avenge my family. And that's Burr's turn. Okay. Holy shit, that was loud. Okay. Nothing else is going to happen here. On that turn, this person, you can now start to hear more kind of crashing just below you. Someone trying to break through. But they don't seem to be making any headway at the moment. And then we go to Joe. It's your turn. Any ideas, Craig?
Everyone's up now, aren't they? I just want to see that.
Yeah, Burr's just... Brian's still unconscious. Burr is prone, but he's conscious, and he's just restrained. He's just trying to break out of the restraints.
I suppose I'll use my action to break or the restraints the same way I do now to heat my hand with the fireball.
So give me another Arcana check, because it's a different way of using firebolt. So let's see what you got in the Arcana check. 13 wouldn't quite be enough to heat up the gauntlet completely, but still roll the strength check. Just without the advantage.
12.
So unfortunately, all of you are just tugging at these things, but can't quite break them yet. The vines just keep growing. You snap away some, but more grow over his body. So unfortunately, he's still restrained. Anything else you'd like to do, Joe?
That was my action, so I'm kind of done.
Okay. Cedric, what are you up to?
Okay. I'm gonna ask if anyone has any healing potions, please.
I do.
Very good.
Healing potions? Joe has one? Can
Yeah.
I ask that Joe hands me a healing potion?
You can do that as a bonus action.
I will drink that healing potion.
Okay, perfect. So you just chug this healing potion. What is it? Just a regular healing potion, is it, Craig?
2d4 plus 2.
Perfect.
2d4 plus 2. 6.
Okay. So you chug it down. And even when you're pouring that water on your scales, it doesn't seem to get rid of it. Chugging this healing potion fades. It's not such a strong dark black scale burn anymore, but it's still there. It's almost like a scar, like your scales themselves have been permanently damaged, like so damaged that they've been left this dark black color.
I will walk to the edge of the circle and have a look down.
So, looking down. Okay,
Yeah,
give me a perception check.
$19.
Below, you see a very large dining table and a bunch of 2 butlers and 2 maids cowering. No, they wouldn't be actually. No, they're getting up and they seem to be preparing weapons. They seem to be pulling weapons out from here and there. And then you watch as a couple of them begin to grow horns on their head and begin to sprout wings out of their back.
Okay.
Below that then, there seems to be possibly one other layer. 2 more layers just below that as well. To this building.
Relay that information.
Mm-hmm.
And recommend that we take things slow.
Yeah.
The closer to midday it gets, the stronger Lilith's going to get, presumably. So...
Yeah, we still need to get Brian up. But yeah. He's fine. He'll be alright.
How much movement have I used?
You've used to move these 2 squares. You moved 20 foot because it's. Oh no, yeah, 20 foot because it's.
I can't get back to Brian. I will. Do you have any like useful cantrips or anything? Not really. I don't think I want to throw more fireballs at people. Not just yet. Not just yet. The 2 guys in the hole saw me looking at.
No.
No?
They haven't noticed you yet. They seem to be looking towards the stairway. So you have your stairs just down here.
Yeah.
They seem to be looking at that stairs, the equivalent to that stairs just below this level.
Yeah, sure. What kind of idiot would jump down a hole instead of going down the stairs, right?
They seem to be preparing themselves, readying weapons and the like.
Back in the old days when Cedric was young, he'd just jump down the hole and thunderstep away at the last second. I'll hold my action to attack them if we decide to do so.
Okay. What are you readying?
I will ready a magic missile at second level.
Okay, cool. So with that, your spell begins to charge in your staff. Two of them are now going to start ascending the stairs. They make their way over, and they start to also try to bash down your fortification. So one of them starts knocking down, slams over one of the drawers, leaving a bit of space, and the next one is now trying to move one last bookshelf out of the way. But you built quite a big fortification, so it's taken some time. One of them just has made a lot of damage to it. One of the bookshelves completely collapsed down, but there are still quite a few in the way. Okay. The other two are still sticking down there, waiting for you guys, and now they're starting to turn their attention up towards the hole. And you lock eyes with one of them, Cedric, as you're looking down. She's this beautiful, pale green-skinned woman with large horns coming out the top of her head. And she looks up at you and she smirks, and green wings grow out of her back, and a tail begins to flick. And she is going to... Hold up. Where is it? Blow you a kiss. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
If I fail this, I'm going to be so upset. 21.
You're okay. She is a very charming individual, but you managed to shrug it off. Whatever spell she's tried to put on you to charm you. But she continues smiling.
I'll say that he falls for it slightly, but then his image of his wife flashes in his head, and he shakes it off.
Perfect. Nice one. All right. Let me see here. We're now on to Brian. He's gonna make a death saving throw. See what you get, Brian. Oh, that's a success. 17. Oh, crap.
Oh, Brian.
That's 2 successes for Brian.
2 successes, yeah. One more.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, wait, he has one? Yeah.
He has one fail, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Diego. Oh no, yeah. Ebic, it's your turn actually. You get the natural 20.
Is Burst still restrained?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Okay. I'll try to get him out.
Go for it. You can make it with advantage. Strength check. Strength saving throw. What's
a 19.
Check? Yeah, that's enough. You just rip them off. Eventually, everyone's tugging at him, slicing at him. Eventually, you come over, just rip him off up by the roots, chuck him to the side, and Bird looks at you.
Cool.
Thank you.
That's how you do it, Bird. That's how you do it.
Yeah. A little shaken, but ready to kill. Ready to eat.
I thought you said eat there for a second. I was like, oh no, buddy. That's gone too far.
I am starving, but
I know we're bad people, but we don't eat people.
Anything else Epic would like to do? Munch my sandwich.
Ooh, you've got a sandwich. Nice.
We'll take a break in a minute for lunch, I think.
So I have the Leech Aid potion. I don't know what it does. And I'm scared to drink it without knowing what it does.
I also have 2 potions that give off evocation and abjuration magic. Don't know what those do either.
Wait. I have my second wind, so I'll use that.
Alright, go for it. So...
Watch it.
And,
get back. 4 health. Ooh.
Jeez.
That's not correct.
Yes. Something.
Oh, sorry, 6 health, since it didn't add +2 for smurder. +2.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. You just take that moment as well, like taking in everything, breathing, steadying yourself, and steady your nerves that bit. Diego, on to you then, I guess.
We have so few good options right now.
I forgot I was muted.
Oh, sorry.
I was talking to myself. Can I turn to Burr and be like, "Do you have any berries left?"
I do indeed.
All right. Can you take care of Brian?
Absolutely. I'll get to it.
In that case, I'm going to fly over to the stairway
Okay.
and cling to the ceiling and prepare all my attacks as soon as someone comes through it.
Okay.
Just like my full. Can I prepare all my attacks and like just ambush anyone who comes through?
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good. What is your stealth modifier?
My stealth modifier is +6.
Okay. So very
Pretty
stealthy.
stealthy.
So I'm just trying to figure out your passive stealth here. 'Cause, okay. Good to know.
And yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Wow, yeah. You're not some of those, and you're
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I have to go let my dog out.
perfect. I'll go. Yep. Oh shit. Alright. Okay, so you've gone. We're then to Burr. So Burr is going to race on over. Use half his speed to stand up, and he's going to race over to Brian. And he is going to shove 10 berries in his mouth. And with that, he puts his hand over. Yeah, puts his hand over his mouth, and you watch as his mouth swells up. He just starts chomping down his jaws, and Brian comes back to. Oh, that wasn't nice at all. That was not pleasant. Oh dear. Oh, I don't feel well. Oh, what is that awful taste in my mouth? And Bert just brings him up. Tries to stand him up.
For his seed.
Oh God. Bert smiles. We don't have much time. We need to act. And Bert's kind of ready. Whisper in his hands. And just smash a drawer for good measure. Just he's going to slam down, break a bit of furniture to keep raging. Actually, no, he can't.
He has to take damage.
He has to take. Yeah, he either has to take damage or make an attack. So I suppose actually, Ebic,
I've fallen out of rage.
Yeah, and he's also fallen out of rage at this stage. Okay. Right. So it's Burr's turn. So we're on to Zalion. Okay.
Useless as always, Xavier.
Right, let's go. That's a 2.
As useless as always.
Does he have disadvantage or something?
No, he just rolls. He just gets really bad rolls. Okay. He's staying as a sheep.
Best, guys.
He's trying in any way.
His best isn't good enough right now.
No. Alright. With that as well, another bit of furniture smashes over, and you now see emerging the Medusa.
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
So where is she?
I'm gonna get instantly petrified.
She's gonna move down. She hasn't seen you. She begins to emerge, trying to move through this stuff. Gets out from it. Kind of cuts her leg, nicks her leg a few times. She's still pretty charred and bashed up, but she's looking okay. You're gonna unleash a volley of attacks on her?
Yeah, will I...
You can see there's 2 other creatures just behind her, these kind of demon-like creatures.
Okay. If
you
I...
attack her, I'm also going to be attacking her.
Say again, sorry.
If you do attack her, I will also be attacking her.
You're reading it from down below, isn't it? You said if anyone jumps down.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm out.
Do I have to make eye contact to attack her, or can I like?
You can try to close your eyes. You would be at a disadvantage attacking her now.
I can like drop down behind her and just stab her in the back and close
You
my
can get
eyes.
that, yeah, because it's a surprise. I'll say the first attack for sure you can make with advantage, and yeah, it's a surprise attack. So absolutely, you can do the first one with advantage, and then the rest you will have to make a disadvantage if you want to close your eyes.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Cool. So I'll drop down behind her and stab her in the back with my glaive.
Perfect. Give me an attack roll.
That is 13.
13
to hit.
Oh,
sorry, at advantage, you said.
Yeah, advantage. Yeah.
Still 13. Wow, that's a good dice.
Okay. So just put a marker in here for that. Doesn't hit, unfortunately. She just dodges out of the way as you descend on her. She just dashes out of the way, come down, just miss her. Cut a bit of dress.
Alright, I'll close my eyes so and just Beyblade towards her.
Okay, cool. So make your attacks, each one with disadvantage.
Cool.
She is now aware of you and she's trying to make eye contact with you.
First one is 18. 18.
Yeah, absolutely, that hits.
Beautiful. That does 9 damage, and I'll try and inflict a stun.
Cool. So she makes a con save.
Yep.
That's a 9.
Ooh, that's a fail.
And with
Stun.
that, you just nick her right in the Achilles heel, slice it open, and her whole body seizes up. Did you say you did 9 damage?
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. And with that, just falls down onto the ground.
Okay, cool.
Which would cancel out the disadvantage that you have, and now give you just regular rolls if you want to continue attacking.
So,
Beat the shit out of this woman.
yeah, I'll just start fucking stomping on her on the ground.
Okay.
Let's go and give it to you.
Doing like GTA stuff, like, come on, bitch! Just like stamping down.
Yeah,
Epic
GT
set.
stomp.
Epic set the standard last week. We gotta keep that up now.
Alright,
I think
so yeah,
curb stomps one, yeah.
I'll start stomping on her.
Alright.
That's the hit. That's like a 21.
Alright, yeah, absolutely.
And I'll just roll the other one just for speed. That's a miss. So I do 6 damage, and I'll spring off her neck and fly over the hole and warn everyone that they're coming up the...
Okay. Just to say there is a thing around that. There's like a wall of vines. So you can get around that, no problem. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's it. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I don't need to be over hole. I'll just be near everyone. Yeah,
You're fine. And you can probably get even closer if you want. Or do you want to get closer?
No, I'll keep my distance. I'm just going to be flying in the air.
Okay.
I'm 9 health.
So you dash off from her, stab her in the face, and start flipping away, and warning the others. Okay.
Alright.
So that was her turn. Is it? Yeah, it's just until the end of your turn now that she's paralyzed. 2 more of these people are going to try to push through. So they're going to both make rolls, and they break away the rest of the furniture, and you now see. So these 2 shall move this up here. Okay, so let's see here. That person there, and this person comes out. So these 2 come out. These are RuneScape maids and butlers. And they're going to start flying after you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next one is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, I have so many markers in this book. It's crazy. Okay. So as you are flying away, the 2 of them call after you, like one of them just shouting like, "Come back here, gorgeous." Yes, come back here, gorgeous. Can you make me 2 wisdom saving throws, please?
Fuck. It's gonna be rough. That's okay, so wisdom saving. That's a 17 and a 6.
Unfortunately, the woman is very persuasive, and as you are running away, your whole body begins to seize up. Your vision turns a rosy pink color, and everything starts to go numb and tingly.
Ooh.
Careless Whisper starts playing in your ears.
And you're charmed for 1 day.
Fuck. What's charm mean?
You have to obey any verbal command that this creature gives you.
Cool.
And with that as a bonus action, she's going to say, "Now kill them."
Oh, fuck. This is how I die.
Right. That's their turns. Moving on then from that,
This can only go well.
see, Brian's turn. Brian's gonna make his save, and that's a fail. Fuck.
Brian has 1 fail left.
Brian again coughs.
I thought Brian was up.
Oh wait, no, shoot, he is up. Yeah, exactly. No, you're right. Brian is going to use the best spell he possibly can. Currently, for the level he is.
De-charm.
Uncharm.
Let me see here. Just loading it up. Okay. He's gonna bring his hands together, and then he begins to. Hold up, I just gotta read this. Points towards this woman, and then draws his finger along his lips, and just says, "Quiet now." And within this bubble, hold up. How big is this bubble? 20-foot radius. Holy shit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
That's a big bubble.
It is a big bubble. And all sound within this space vanishes. It becomes completely silent, like you're in a vacuum. And Brian begins chuckling to himself. Can't hear me now, can you? Can't speak? Can't tell that little boy to do any more harm. Fucking succubus. Now it's Brian's turn. So we'll take a... Wait, what's that?
She's essentially using whore magic.
You could say that. She's using using just this kind of lusty magic to take control of Diego's mind.
I saw a meme of her earlier.
Okay, we'll take a small break here. We'll just take a small lunch break, and come back in like 20 minutes or something.
Yeah, sounds good.
Does that sound alright? Alright, perfect. Okie dokie.
Interesting to see how we resolve this.
Yeah, have a think. Okay.
go after her. No.
It just goes back on herself and she has to kill everyone. Oh my gosh.
Hit her with that no you.
Perfect. Okay, so you guys are in quite the tricky situation. Yeah, so she's taking control of you. I just realized now that she's got a telepathic bond, so she can actually speak to you in your head. Oh. So Brian's thing was fucking redundant. But we'll get to that soon.
But you said it was a verbal command. Technically, telepathy isn't verbal.
The Fiend's verbal or telepathic commands. I didn't read the next line. It goes down onto the next line and says or telepathic commands. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Brian worked with what he knew. He knew.
Good job, Brian.
As did I.
Right.
Good job, Brian.
But Brian's just very happy out with himself, very proud. He's just silenced them completely. Okay, so back to you, Ebic. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go smack the female succubus.
All right. Perfect. So bring you over there. And right, Epic and Zabia. Bring you both over and give me a schmack attack. She's we'll say she's just within your reach. She's kind of just gliding along the floor, flying towards Diego. So yeah, go for it. Make me your.
It's 16.
16 hits. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, perfect.
Gabe, do you have the hiccups?
No.
Oh damn! It does 14 damage.
All right, nice one. Oh, someone just
smack. Smack 2, Electroboogaloo.
Perfect.
Oh, Tag just followed.
Tag. Hey, you Tag. All right, so 14 damage. 14 damage. Perfect. So you just smack her right across the face, just cuts through her cheek and down across her chest. She seems alright though.
Oh. It's a 15.
15 just hits. You beat it. So the next one comes right onto them. Oh wow! Thank you, Ty, for subscribing. Awesome. So you come up right under her belly this time. Just barely hits her. She's trying to move away, but you didn't slice right across her stomach. How much damage is that?
And it does 13 damage.
Nice one. Right. So this one, it really kind of it cuts in deep, and blood begins to pool down onto the floor. She doesn't look. She looks a bit bashed up from those two now, and she is staggering a little bit, but just kind of glares.
I'm going to rage.
Go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
I have action surge again.
Oh, brilliant! Nice one. That's awesome.
But wait, there's more. So I'll rage and then action surge.
Go, yeah, absolutely. So you get 2 more attacks?
Yep.
Shit, okay. That's crazy. Alright.
An unnatural 20.
Fuck, yeah, that hits. Absolutely.
And it does 10 damage.
Sweet, yeah. Another one just right across her face now. This time, just kind of you hear a crack as it hits her skull. There's a little bit of a fracture in her skull. She's dazed and she starts to flutter around the place just with her arms outstretched, trying to regain her vision. What you get in the next one then?
Oh, a 13.
13 just misses. She's just become quite unpredictable then as she's trying to gather herself and she's fluttering around the place, and you just swing over her head, trying to get that eat in, but unfortunately miss. Okay. Are you happy where you are, or do you want to move anywhere?
Yep, I'm happy with where I am.
Perfect. Okay, let's put that in there, and we'll just bring that sheet into that square a bit better. There we go. Alright, Diego, it's your turn.
Uh-oh. What do I do?
You've got to kill them.
Kill them all.
Do I get to
Is that how you wish?
Wait, target obeys the commands. If the target suffers any harm, blah, blah, blah.
I think it's just that you play as if we're the bad.
Yeah.
Otherwise I could use my weakest attacks on
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you have to play with the intent of killing us.
Yeah. Right. So what do you want me to do?
She wants you to try to kill your friends. So you can choose who you want to kill first. It's up to you. If you want to help, you can roll a dice, and you can just count. Like, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. You can roll 6-sided dice. And just.
I think I'd probably. I'd probably go for Epic because he's hitting my.
Oh, true. He's hitting your mistress. Yeah.
Girlfriend.
Yeah, go for it.
Go to attack it.
Yeah, perfect.
Same.
I'll give you an inspiration as well. You don't have to spend it, obviously, for attacking Epic, but just
Yes,
because
you're. Does a 14 hit you, Epic?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Second attack.
So first one swings past Epic. He brings it up. His axe blocks it.
Alright, does a nat 1 hit you?
So with that, I'm going to say Epic grabs your lance, like twists and flings the glaive out of your hands, and it skewers into the roof just above you.
Get off my girlfriend! Go for a punch.
Diego, you're on the effects of home magic. Break out!
I'm literally rolling horrifically. I got a 2.
Next one is like there's a bit of you inside that is fighting back against this, and there's like a little tear comes out of your eye as you're trying to restrain yourself, but you do.
I know it's not your fault, buddy.
All right, and I suppose I would use my flurry of blows because I'd use it in a normal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Legitimately a 3.
Oh,
thank God
that's
my
amazing.
luck's turning around. Do you want me to take a picture of it or anything?
No, I trust you.
That was
That's funny.
incredible. Yeah, so I just flail against Epic.
He's flailing against him. He's not really doing anything to you, Epic. You're just swelling, shrugging it all off as he's there behind you, trying to slap you to death. With that, I got it wrong. It's not at the end of your turns. There's something else that breaks it, so you don't actually reroll. You continue trying to kill your friends.
No.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So that's Diego. On to Joe. Your turn. Oh no, wait. Zavion's actually first, so Zavion's gonna roll. Actually,
He's gonna fail.
Come on, Zavion.
even with the kind of weakened bonds, he is still a sheep.
As useless as always.
As useless as ever. Yeah. Okay. So Joe, it's your turn.
Okay. So,
It's getting to the point where I think Zavion's just a cursed sheep rather than a cursed human.
What you would notice, Joe, as well, is the little bubble that you're in right now is silent, but if you just lean back a little bit, you can hear. You can speak and make sound.
okay.
But if you move backwards a square, you're leaving combat zone of Diego, and he has to take an opportunity.
It's true. Yeah. Unless you move upwards. If you move up, you're not actually leaving the combat.
Yeah.
You move around.
Can I just like go around Diego?
Sure. You can just go up around here. Yeah, 100%. So you just kind of.
But no, like just one over now.
Oh, one over as well. Yeah, absolutely. You're kind of still in the bubble. You can. Just if you were to cast any spells that require verbal components.
Okay. I'll just check something.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
Right. What I want to do is a little bit out there. So
Okay. As usual. Go for it. Let's hear it.
I use the non-basilisk eye hand to like ignite a firebolt just to catch their attention, and then open up the basilisk eye on my other hand.
Yeah,
Try and get them
absolutely.
to look at it.
Yeah, let me just check something here. That should be no problem at all. Just see. So Firebolt is verbal. As we can say though, as you're running around, you can catch their attention just here as you come out of it, and they can't hear anything, but you can definitely do make a big flash of light. Give me a performance check.
Net 20.
Not 20, shit, okay. So with that, you create like basically a little flash bomb with this firebolt. You crush it in your hands, send it over there and just catches their attention, this large flash. Amongst all the silence, they look that way. And I'll say with the nat 20, you angle it so Diego and Ebic actually have their backs turned to you currently. You get it in just that moment, but they're looking in that direction. They turn to you, you open up your hand to catch their attention. They look at the eye, both gonna make con saves.
Oh shit! One dice falls on the floor.
That should not be disadvantaged.
Okay. Woman gets woman gets a 4. The maid gets a 4, and the guy gets a 14. So he actually passes. He looks away. He sees his partner freezing over, turning to stone. She is completely solid, collapses to the ground, and now the eye inside your hand begins to steam, and it kind of crusts over in this layer of stone.
Okay. Would I be able to recognize whether or not it's permanently turned to stone or it just needs the rest?
Give me an Arcana check.
Damn, it's a good eye.
18.
It was a good
18.
eye.
Bear with me, 2 seconds. It's not completely gone. There's just a thin layer of this thing around it. Not sure how or when it will come back with the 18 that you got. But you know it's not gone. You need to do a little bit more research, but there is probably a way to get it back. You can still tell that it's somewhat magical, and you can still sense the magical aura from it just below that crust.
Can I look into it?
You can. You look at it, and it's just it's like a little orb of stone in your palm.
That's fine.
Okay. Let me see what else we got.
Would that count as a weapon?
The orb?
Yeah.
It'd just be like an unarmed attack.
Okay.
It's still pretty light as well. It's not like a weighty thing because it only has that thin layer of stone over it. Like it's still the weight of an eyeball, but just with a little bit of kind of cement over it.
I'm just seeing what ways I can like try and do 2-weapon fighting or use my second attack.
Oh, gotcha. Like your metal fist would probably do more damage than the stone in your hand.
Okay.
More or less the same thing. Okay, so are you happy where you are, or do you want to move anywhere else?
I'm happy where I am.
Okay. So, Cedric, it's your turn. Everything's gone silent around you.
Can I do an Arcana check to see how much Cedric knows about charming effects? Because
Yeah, absolutely.
I know how they work.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check. Go for it.
13.
With the 13, you know there's only very powerful charming effects are permanent. You do know that that succubus would have a particularly pungent, like a very strong and strong effect on people. Would have a very strong effect on people, but with the 13, you wouldn't know exactly how long or how to break them or anything like that.
Yeah, I know how to break them, but Cedric doesn't. That's fine.
You know that if someone feels uncomfortable within the charm, the thing about the charm is they have to always feel comfortable, and as soon as they feel like they're doing something they shouldn't, or if they're uncomfortable in any way, that can usually break the charm, either mentally or physically.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to explain about Cedric how much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna use my staff to cast magic missile at 2nd level because I have one stored in the staff.
Oh, true. Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll just hit the dude.
Sorry. So magic missile is verbal, so you'd have to just back up out of this.
Yeah, I'll back up.
Okay, so we'll probably just. Do you want to go up here or down below? Down below or up top? Sorry.
I'll go further away. Yeah.
This here. Okay, perfect. So then you stamp down the staff. You do notice as well there is a Medusa on the floor who is starting to come to. She was paralyzed on the floor and she's now starting to get up.
Forgot she was there.
Yeah, sorry, I hadn't zoomed out properly. Sorry. So, yeah, there's this guy and there's her. Who do you want to target with magic missile, or do you want to change your action? Because it was my bad.
I'll hit the Medusa with all the magic missiles instead. The guys are close enough to do
go for it. Okay. So firing away. They just clash out.
4d4 plus 4.
And you're adding 1 to each one of the dice as well.
Yes. 4d4. 1d4 plus 1 is each. So that's 7.
7 altogether?
9. And 14. 14 damage total.
Nice one. Alright. Okay. So she's just getting up. She's trying to get herself up, and then just like she gets barraged on the back with 3 of these missiles, just hitting her like one on the back, one on the side of the head, and then one of her on her legs, totally flipping her onto her back, and she lands down winded, just and all the snakes in her bun now come undone, and they start to move all around the sides of her head as she starts to shrug it off and tries to get herself up again.
Am I standing next to a table or bookshelves?
This is a table down below you, and just up here is a desk. Yeah, they're both desks. One has the drawer open. And this here and this here would be kind of like low bookshelves. Like small ones, waist height.
Can I just like crouch to pseudo try and hide?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. You can get a partial cover. Yeah, definitely. So you just shrug down, brace yourself. Okay, and with that, it's her turn. She is going to stand up with half her movement. And then... Okay. She's going to start making her way over to you.
To me?
Yep. 1. As far as she can move because of the vines. So she's going to start moving over towards you. Kind of not really saying anything. She just is keeping eye contact with you. Actually, she's then going to take off a bow from her back. She's going to point it towards you.
She's. I'm not looking at her. I'm just. Instead of keeping eye contact with her, I'm not looking into her eyes.
Okay. Yeah, you can see her legs coming over towards you, and she's now got a bow. You can hear the bowstring being pulled. Actually, no, you can't because she's completely silent. Okay, so she's going to make an attack. That's gonna miss. It's gonna hit the table. Where you're actually, luckily, that table gives you enough protection that it hits in the table right above you. You hear the arrow just for a second, and that's her. Wait, actually, no, she can make one more attack. She readies the second arrow, fires it towards you. It's a 3, so that's gonna also fail and just hits some of the vines on the floor.
You'll love to see it.
Okay. With that lady now turned completely to stone, this guy is going to start making his way a little closer. Where is he now? I've lost him. Ah, there we go. Alright, so this guy now. Oh my god, there's so many monsters. Fuck. Is going to look towards you, Ebic, and say, oh fuck, yeah, true. And it's only telepathic band with someone who's charmed. Yeah, so he can't. He just holds his throat, just starts talking, nothing comes out. And let me see, actually. He's just gonna start backing away. Start flying away. That's as far as he can get. Actually, no, he's gonna use all his actions to get right back down here and start flying down the stairs to the other floor. And you see now the Medusa turning around, just like wide-eyed. Well, none of you guys really are looking at her head, but she doesn't look happy. All right. It's it went pretty high initiative. Okay, Brian's turn. Brian is going to let me see. Make his way over to you. Excuse me. That's right. 1, 2. Oh fuck! This is a lot of stuff. 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of ducking low, kind of shuffling over towards you, and kind of gives a little wave, and kind of knocks the shelf beside him, the desk beside him, to make a little noise so you can hear him coming up behind you. And he's going to use all his action then to just get in around the corner. So, what's the plan here, boy?
Kind of winging it at the moment.
Fair enough. Whatever works. And you see him now also kind of taking out his pocket watch, shaking it a little bit, and just kind of readying his pocket watch. Okay, so top of the round, Epic. Your turn.
I will try to... Are Zavian's eyes covered?
Yeah, you've blindfolded.
Okay. I will make my way over to the Medusa, shielding my eyes.
Perfect. So, 1, 2, 3. Wait, so it's actually half speed. It's difficult terrain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is as far as you can get. You can use your action if you want to move further.
Or you could yeet Zavian.
I could, but that could also kill Zavian. I am pretty strong. No, this is as far as I go. I'll set up for Zavian.
Okay, dokie.
And I'll just ready an action to see if in case she comes over to me.
Sure. Okay. Okay, and then Diego, currently still charmed.
Goddamn. All right. I guess I'd go after. I'd turn to Joe and just be like, "You killed her." Punching him.
Okay.
I'm out unarmed.
Yeah, because your staff is up in the ceiling. Yeah, perfect. So go for it.
First roll is a 4, so that's a miss, I assume. 4 plus, yeah, it's like 11 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Second roll, man, these are not good dice. 8 plus 7 does a, what's that, 15 hit you, Joe?
Craig?
Not as muses.
I don't think it does, though. He's pretty
Doesn't
tanky.
it?
Yeah, no. Grand. Third is a 6. Okay. This is
So you just ding 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 ding.
You killed my guy.
You re-roll the last one.
Nice.
I'll use my inspiration now. And I guess my final attack is a 2. Oh my god. Okay. Just punching his armor, breaking my knuckles.
Oh my god! Yeah, just your knuckles are starting to get bashed and bruised on this thing, just clawing away as well, with your talons.
Seeing as how you weren't anywhere close to 21, I wasn't in any danger.
You won armor, or is that your?
Yeah.
Jeez,
Oh my
that's
God.
nuts.
You're just a fucking tank.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
just
like,
literally.
See, I got plate armor off the knight, Then I can abuse it to make a +1.
Oh my
And
god,
then I have the
that's
shield
cool.
as well.
That's amazing. Nice. All right. So you're just smashing against this guy. Burr. Shit, I missed Burr's turn last turn. Burr is going to. Is there anything else that you'd like to do? Actually, sorry. For yourself.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
That was all my
Okay.
actions. Like I don't think I'd fly away. I think I'd just keep punching at the guy who killed my mistress.
3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Burr now charges forward and kind of braces himself, looking at the floor. He's got the whisper in his hands. He just keeps his eyes closed and just begins listening. I've got you. And that's Burr's turn. Xavion, let's roll for you. Fuck! Nope. It's 11. Still a sheep. Let's see now. The Medusa's turn. Sorry, it's actually she's before you, Joy. Just got that wrong last time. She got an 18 on initiative.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
She's going to move forwards towards Burr, and she is going to take out a sword from behind her back and slash at him. She's dropped the bow, moving towards him. Now she slices at him with a sword. It's nat 1. Burr just brings up the axe and just like smashes the sword out of her hand, and the sword tumbles down into the pit below. And she darts forward and she tries to bite the snakes on her head. Try to bite Burr. Okay, they're gonna hit Burr. So Burr is going to take a lot of damage. So he takes 5, 7 piercing, and then 2, 3, 4. Oh dear. 7, 8, 9, 13. 19 damage to Burr. See, the snakes also begin to poison his body, and he's not looking good at all. As these snakes just bite his neck, rip out bits of his wood, and they start to just fill him with venom. Okay.
Oh no, he's not raging. Never mind.
He's not. Yeah, he kind of used all this. You have to attack, do you, to go into a rage?
No, you can just go into it.
Oh right, okay. Okay.
Like, I can use it as my bonus action to go into rage.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna retcon that. He's just gonna take. Well, he takes half. He takes the poison damage completely, but he takes half of the piercing damage. So he's 5 HP. Okay.
That's loads of HP. Thank God.
Right. So that's Medusa's turn. Now it's your turn, Joe.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk straight past Diego.
Okay. You do get an opportunity attack. I'm just like, is he fit? Where will I bring you, Joe? It is rough terrain, unfortunately, but
Can I get like in between Xavion and like the furniture that we used to block the hole?
yeah, absolutely. There you go. That's fine. And Diego, you get an opportunity attack if you want to take it.
I got a nat 20.
Oh fuck!
It is just with my fist. It is just with my fist though. So
What's your modifier though?
my
It doesn't
modifier
matter anyway. But
6, so it's still a 26.
Not 20 hits anyway, unfortunately.
he would, yeah.
All right.
So with that, you jab your talons into his back as he's walking away.
7 plus 3, 10 damage.
10 damage.
Okay.
And your claws come away bloody.
I'll get you.
Oh my god. That's such a mess. Oh, you're there. Okay.
I'll shoot my launcher at the Medusa.
Yeah, go for it. Make me an attack roll.
23.
That hits. As this bolt of lightning fires off.
7 plus
All of
Third.
them.
13 damage.
13. Okay.
And I'll throw a firebolt. So
Firebolt is verbal. I'm afraid, and you're in the silence area. He should really drop that
Saver.
point.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it's definitely a verbal, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There. Most damaging spells are verbal.
I would say the lightning launcher. I feel like the lightning launcher is like it's an actual weapon that you've built into your.
Yeah, it does say
Yeah.
the thing. I guess I'll just shoot the lightning launcher again.
Okay. So again, it charges off again. Launches a second attack on her.
Yeah, 20.
Alrighty then, that's gonna hit for sure, as she is just like tased with all this lightning energy that shoots through her. And I'm gonna look at my little.
Remember, guys, that this Medusa survived 4 fireballs.
13 damage again.
13 again. Okay. Okay, and with that, with the natural 20, I'm gonna say. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, as this lightning just like burns across her chest, there's just scorch marks all across the front of her body, and her skin begins to split and break. But she's still holding her own. Not looking great, but she's still latched onto Burr, biting at him. Okay, so we'll go then to Cedric.
Yes, I need to read a spell. What size is this creature?
She's medium.
Medium. Away from me. We wanted that. That's silly. I will. I think I'm just gonna firebolt.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just firebolt.
All right. Give me an attack roll.
A 22 to hit.
Yeah, hits. Actually, you make it with a disadvantage because she is kind of looking in your direction.
18 to hit.
Yeah, it still hits regardless. Yeah.
And 15 damage.
Okay. Damn, that's a lot. Okay. So this one just scorches right across one of her eyes, and she kind of falls back, scorches. There's just smoke rising from the side of her face. She's in that moment. She just clutches her face, closing her eyes, and then reopens them again. But you can manage to look away, I would say.
You have a spam message in chat as well.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. I don't know how to get rid of these.
Click on his name and then click ban. It will ban him and delete his message.
Bye. Thank you. Okay, so is there anything else Cedric would like to do or move anywhere?
That guy who's been yeeted from the chat.
Yeah.
Can I do an Arcana check on Brian's pocket watch?
Yeah, absolutely.
16.
Definitely magical. You're looking at it now. There's incredible clockwork that you can see just beyond the numbers on the actual thing itself. It's hard to tell exactly what it does until he will use it. But there's a couple of buttons all across the entire mechanism of this thing, and you get the sense this is his arcane focus.
Okay. That's a really cool arcane focus. In that case, I'll just kind of admire, kind of like stare really deeply into the mechanism of the clockwork.
Okay. You see, he kind of would notice this and then kind of looks down at you and he says, "It's yours, boy, if I don't get out of this one alive. Use it well. Top buttons for redos." And he continues to focus on the target at hand. But he does indicate just with his fingers, like just clicking the top button. There's typically the one that you would use to maybe open it up or to stop the clock. Or, yeah. Okay. So who went last? It was your turn.
That was my turn.
So yeah, okay. So the other thing is gonna head down there. That's gonna happen, and now Let's see here. Okay, it's gonna still go on.
Hello.
Yeah.
So, Burr's turn, I think. Wait, no, Burr went.
Did Burr prep an action, or did he just?
He just kind of readied himself. Like basically, he'd use all his action to get over to her.
Oh, I see.
But he did go into a rage.
Yeah. Cool.
So now it is Brian's turn, and he is going to drop the annoying spell because it's just irritating everyone. And he is going to now. Let's see here. Cast Chromatic Orb, I think. So with that, he's from that pocket watch. He kind of just twists the side of it, and an orb flies out from it, begins ticking and pulsing, and changes different colors: green, red, blue, and then ends on green. And we'll see if he hits. He has a disadvantage as well. Shit. Nah, it's gonna go completely wide, and it just splashes on one of the shelves behind, melts one of the shelves, and some of that. It's actually, it's actually a desk behind. It just melts that desk, and all the stuff it breaks the desk completely, and all the stuff just clatters onto the floor. Oh shit! I missed. Okay, this is the best I got for now. I'll try to buy you some time. And he's gonna just scoot just a little closer, just starting around this area. Let's see. All right, so stop the round. So Epic, your turn.
I will make my way forward towards Medusa.
Okay.
Make your way downtown.
So
Walking fast.
2, 3. Yeah, there you go. You can just hop with the bookshelf.
And I'll just smack her.
Go for it. Give me a smack attack. Medusa kind of turns towards you as you're making your way over. Make the attack with a disadvantage, and if you're looking away.
Okay. .26 was the lowest roll.
Wow. Yeah. You okay? Roll for the damage.
Because I got a nat 20, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna roll nat 1 now. But I rolled an 18 instead.
Nice. All right.
I'm gonna do 16 damage.
Holy crap! All right. So you just like cleave right up her body, slicing through one of her entire arms, just opening it all up from the wrist, and she now just begins to pour blood profusely onto the vines, which start to lap them up and soak up the blood.
Yes.
Her arm.
There's a smack attack. Oh. 13.
13 doesn't hit, unfortunately. She just dashes to the side, your axe kind of clattering down on some of the books that have fallen onto the floor, creating a little poof of ash. She hisses and winces and starts to back up a little bit. She's not looking good at all.
I'll just cover my eyes.
Okay.
That would be my turn.
Perfect. Let me see. Diego.
Still charmed?
Yeah. Sorry, but
Cool. I'll probably just roll a dice to see who I attack.
yeah.
Because so I'll go, I guess, left to right, and I'll roll a d6. And if it's a 6, I'll just re-roll it.
Okay.
It's a 6. It's a 5. 1, 2, 3. That's Brian.
Okay.
Brian.
2, 3.
I rolled a 5.
5,
He's
6.
the 5th from the left.
So you just soar across the room past Cedric. You can take an opportunity attack, Cedric, if you want, but it's up to you.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check to see if Cedric knows that he's going after Brian.
Yeah. Give me an insight check.
That is a 12.
12. I mean, you would have seen him attacking the others before, and now he is dashing off towards them. So it's up to yourself. How you want to interpret?
Yeah, I'll attempt to bonk him on the head with my.
Okay. Give me a bonk attack.
A 24.
Holy shit. So all of a sudden, like, this old man just moves at incredible speed and just right there as you're passing by him, bonks you on top of the head. Roll for the damage first.
You take 6 damage,
Oh shit.
which is maximum damage.
And as you are
it's a +2, so it's actually 8 damage.
okay.
Like, I'm on 1 health.
You are with this like smack across the head, your whole head shakes, your whole vision shakes. Can you make me another wisdom saving throw, please?
Come on, big money. It was on a 17 and it rolled to a 7, so that's 10.
Fuck. Well, you have an inspiration if you want to use it.
Absolutely. Fuck being charmed.
Sorry, it's rough.
That's another 7. Cool. So still charmed.
Shit. Okay, so you, for that moment, you're shaken up completely. Your whole vision goes for a second as you tumble forward towards Brian. Claws out, talons out. Still charmed.
Grand. All right. I'll
Blood coming
smash
out
into
both
the-
nostrils.
All right. I'll make an attack.
Okay.
9 plus 7. 16.
Doesn't hit. Brian spins
Oh.
around and you clash, like, claw across the back of his shell.
I'll kill you, old man.
Oh dear, no! Please stop it, little one.
8 7. So 16.
16 doesn't hit again.
Oh, sorry. No, it's 8 plus 6. Sorry. So yeah, misses. I'm unarmed. I forgot.
He's just there, kind of like curling up a little bit, with you just clawing at his shell, trying to get to him. Oh, stop! You're acting silly now. Calm down.
All right. My unarmed strike is a 7 plus 6. So it's a miss. And my final unarmed strike, 19 plus 6.
Oh shit! So it's just and then finally you just jab this into the groove of his neck, where his head just peeps out from the back of the shell.
And that does max damage, 9 damage.
Whoa! He is also on 1 HP. He just, with that one, you jab in the back of the neck. He coughs up a bunch of blood onto the floor. Just, okay, you got me there. Okay, can you stop now?
Never. You killed.
Oh, I didn't actually do anything. Okay. Burr's turn. Burr, not looking the best, is going to try to yeet. Disadvantage on the attack, but he's going to try all the same. Fuck, Burr. That's a 12, so he's going to go again. Second attack. Better, he's going to hit. Just barely. That is 15 on the dot, and he comes up with his axe, goes for her head, or where he thinks it is, at least. And with that, slices off the Medusa's head, and it goes tumbling onto the floor, face down.
The kill stealer.
He just raises his axe, like, heavily breathing, covered in bite marks, black veins all over him, just, I still got it. Falls down onto one of his knees, propping himself up with the axe. Okay. That was fun. I don't feel so good.
I still got it.
Yeah. And okay. Savion's a sheep. Got a 5. Okay. It's let me just see these vines. Start to stop moving. Start to stop moving. That's a weird sentence. And they all begin to settle down again. Joe, it's your turn. What would you like to do, Craig?
I'm just gonna hit Diego.
Put me down.
How are you hitting him?
Remember, the flying types have a weakness to electricity.
Wait, no. Aren't they immune to electricity? No.
No.
Oh, they're immune to ground. Sorry.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude.
I'll
You have
use Firebolt.
Okay, you have 30 foot of movement, is it?
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. I'll go into the right here then. Okay, perfect. Give me an attack roll then.
Oh, am I this close to him?
Yeah, you can get this close.
Yeah, I'll use Thorn Whip, so.
Ah, perfect, yeah. So, whipping back, coils around his neck, brings it back. Give me an attack roll on Diego.
I guess. 17.
There's
That's a hit.
And with that, Diego just pulls back towards you, completely unconscious, knocking his head on the shelf here.
Run.
Cool.
Give me another wisdom saving throw, Diego.
As I'm unconscious, yeah.
You can roll with advantage as well.
Okay, I got a 13 plus 3, so I got a 16 and a 15.
That's enough. 15 beats it. So, yeah, you come to, everything settles again. This time, you're not met with the similar vines that surround your body. But as you are in the state of unconsciousness, kind of like slightly dying as well, probably concussed, you find yourself by a lake. All these leafless trees surround this lake. Their bark is black and their branches curl up into spirals. And you see a figure in the distance standing on a lake, in the center of this lake, and she's a hood over her face. Long black hair flows out from this void, which her face should be, and large black wings come out from her back. And you then see these wings then belong to your father, who steps from behind her and begins to walk over towards you on the lake. And he glides down towards you, just kind of in the dirt by the side of this lake, and he lifts you up. And he gives you a slap. And you're back, and you're conscious.
Oh, cool.
On 1 HP.
Amazing. Cool. Do I remember everything that happened?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you would.
Hey everyone. Brian, how's the neck, and Joe, how's the?
Oh, fuck you. Just
That's
holding
fair.
the back of his neck. Sorry
Okay.
about that hurt.
Can I jump the table and just put my knee on his chest?
God.
Put my launcher up to his face. And
Yeah, I'm
Right.
back, Joe. I appreciate it, Joe. Thank you for knocking me out. I'm back. Don't worry.
Give you an inspiration, Joe.
Yeah. Can I pat him down to see if he has any money on him?
Give me an investigation,
I
Jay.
have no money.
Oh my god. You've become like money hungry now. You have all this money.
I got a 16.
60. He has nothing on him. You pat him down head to toe, and he hasn't a coin on him.
Alright, can I just take the earrings off?
No, you're not taking the ear.
You can both give me an initiative roll.
9.
19.
Okay. Right.
We have a very interesting group dynamic.
Still kind of, yeah. Still kind of like concussed and coming back around. Joe just kind of takes advantage of the situation while patting you down, just slips the earrings out of your pocket, takes them, pockets them. Yeah, sorry. And backs up. Right, you guys are left here. The succubus waiting for you, a story down.
And Lilith somewhere in the tower.
Somewhere in the tower.
On the upside, I did use a single spell slot.
Efficient.
Yeah, but what you have left now?
I have a 4th level spell slot, 3 third levels, 2 second levels, but I only have 13 health.
Was it a long rest we had here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been 8 hours.
I put it down as a short rest, 2 seconds.
Yeah, no problem.
I think we start making our way down. Actually, I think... Oh, Burr did yeet the head off the Medusa. We should harvest the eyes.
Yeah. You just keep the head.
Keep the head, yeah.
I have to go get ready for work, so...
Okay. Well, perfect. Well, we'll leave it here then.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys can have a think about how you're going to approach all of this next time. But yeah, she's somewhere in the...
When we leave here, we need to get some healers.
Go shopping for some healers. Oh my god.
We'll just buy a fucking health potion.
If I get the ingredients to a health potion and make the health potion in my decanter of Endless Walk, does it become a decanter of Endless Healing Potion?
Well, because there's like infinite water in the decanter, it would probably be really diluted health potion inside there.
I just have to find a way of using my glass of infinite.
Yeah, that's it's a tricky one to use, but it is possible to get whatever you want from it. It's just gotta get a good enough roll.
I mean, with Joe money, we just leave here and like actually buy a hospital to follow us around.
True. Just buy an army of medics.
But can I actually take out my glass of infinite and like try and think of a health potion and start drinking from it?
Okay, give me a charisma check.
I hate the fact it's charisma.
It's your will. It's your willpower.
Wouldn't it be constitution then?
No, charisma is power
your...
of will or something. It has a
it's your character.
Okay,
It's how strong your personality is.
16.
You get a nice hot cup of coffee.
Fuck's sake.
I don't think it's ever worked for you.
It's worked once.
Yeah, it's
when I was
worked
playing
once.
You are trying to get
pinball.
you are trying to get whatchamacallit, magical effects from it. It is there to give you any kind of liquid or beverage, but you are using it in a particularly unusual way.
Okay. Does the coffee heal me anything or wake me up or?
Yeah, you can say you have an advantage on initiative rolls for the next initiative.
Cool. So I have double advantage.
Yeah. There you go. Or you can say you have a +2 to your next initiative roll.
Cool.
How'd you already have advantage to initiative rolls?
Because I have the
Sentential.
shield.
Oh my god.
It's kind of bonkers.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right. I must.
Alright. Yeah, good luck in work, Joe, and thanks all for coming again.
Thank you very much.
Earlier and everything.
Alright.
We had fun.
That was a good one.
Alright.
See
Thanks for
you
not killing us.
all, you watchers, next time. And will we do it next the same time next week? Or sorry, we'll go back to the original time next week, or
It'll depend on Craig's schedule.
sure. Okay, we'll play it by ear then. Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Alrighty then.